अष्टमध्यायः तारक ब्रह्म योगः। Chapter 8. अर्जुनोवाचः किं तद् ब्रह्म किम् अध्यात्मम् किं कर्म पुरुषोत्तम अधिभूतं च किं प्रोक्तम् अधिदैवं किम् उच्यते। Arjun inquired, O Purushottam, what is Brahm, absolute reality? What is Adhyatma, the pure self? What is Karma, the principle of action? What is Adibhuta, the basis of this material manifestation? And what is Adideva, the principle underlying the Devas? Adhiyagyaha katham kovatra देहे अस्मि मधुसूदन प्रयाण काले च कथम गेयो अस्मि नित्य आत्मभिः. Who is Adi Yagya, the presiding deity of Yagya, and how is he dwelling in this body, O Madhusudan? And by what means are you to be known at the time of death by a self-controlled person? Shri Bhagavanuvachah अक्षरं परमं ब्रह्म स्वभावो अध्यात्मनुच्यते भूतभावोद्भवकारो विसर्गः कर्म संगीतः. Shri Bhagavan said, the eternal, imperishable Param Tattva is indeed Brahm. The Jeev in his pure state is called Adhyatma, and the principle of Yagya in this material world, whereby the development, the Jiva's material bodies and their expansions take place, is known as Karma. Adibhutam Sharo Bhavaha Purushasya Chadhidevatam Adiyagyo Aham Evatra Dehe Deha Bhritambara. O Arjun, best among embodied beings, that which is perishable is called Adibhuta, and the universal form is Adideva, the presiding deity of all the Devatas. I alone am Adiyagya, situated in the body as Antaryami, and I inspire a person to perform activities such as Yagya. Antakale cha mameva smarana muktva kalevaram ya prayati sa madbhavam yati nasti yatra samshayah. Whoever at the time of death leaves his body while remembering me alone surely attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajyate ante kalevaram tam tam evaiti kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavitaha. Whatever one remembers at the time of death, O Kaunteya, he is sure to attain that same state due to being always absorbed in such contemplation. Tasma sarveshu kaleshu mamanusmara yuddhaya cha mayai arpata mano buddhi mam evayayasya samshaya. Therefore, you should always remember me, and at the same time perform your prescribed duty of fighting. With your mind and intellect devoted to me, you will attain me without doubt. Abhyasa yoga yuktena cetasa nanya-gamina paramam purusham divyam yati parthanu chintayan. O Partha, one who is engaged in constant yoga practice with undeviated attention and who continuously thinks of Param Purusha, the Supreme Person, will surely attain me. Kavim Purana Namanushasitaram Anyoranye Amshanam Anusmriddhya Sarvasya Dhataram Achinta Rupam Aditya Varnam Tamasa Parasthuta प्रयाण काले मनस अचलेन भक्त्या युक्तो योग बलेन चैव भ्रुवोर्मध्ये प्राणमवयेष्य सम्यक् सातं परं पुरुषमुपैति दिव्यम्. One should remember that person who is omniscient and eternal, who is the supreme controller, who is smaller than the smallest, who is the maintainer of everyone, whose form is inconceivable, who is self-effulgent like the sun, and who is transcendental to this material nature. One who, at the time of death, fully fixes his life hair between the eyebrows by the strength of yoga and concentrates with intivated attention and full bhakti, certainly attains him. Yadaksharam veda vedo vadanti vishyanti yad yattayo vitaragaha yadichanto brahmacharjam charanti tatte padam sangrahena parvekshaye. I will now tell you in brief about that ultimate goal which the Vedic Pandits describe as Aksharam, imperishable. Ascetics who are free from all desires enter there, as well as those who observe the principle of celibacy and have a desire to attain that goal. Sarvadvarani samyamya manohridi niruddhaya cha Burdhani adhyatmanah paranam astito yoga dharanam Omiti ekaksharam brahma vyaharamam anusmaran Ya prayati tyajandeham sayati paramam gatim. The yogi attains the supreme destination by controlling all the senses, confining the mind within the heart, fixing the life breath between the eyebrows, being deeply absorbed in samadhi by the practice of yoga, repeating the syllable Om, which is the manifestation of Brahm, and giving up his body while meditating on me. Ananya chetaha satatam yo mam smarati nityashaha tasyaham sulabha partha nityayuktasya yoginaha. O Partha, for one who is constantly absorbed in bhakti yoga and who continuously remembers me with an indistracted mind, I am easily attainable. Mamupetya punarjanma dukhalayam ashashvatam na punuvanti mahatmana samsiddhim paramam gataha. The Mahatmas, having attained me, do not take birth again in this temporary world, which is the abode of misery, for they have attained the highest perfection. Abrahma bhuvanana lokaha punar avatirno arjuna mamupetya tu kaunteya punarjanmana vidyate. O Arjuna, all planets in this universe up to Brahmaloka are places of repeated birth and death, but one who attains me, O Kaunteya, never takes birth again. Sahasra yuga parayantam aharyad brahmano vidhu ratrim yuga sahasrantam te ahoratra vidho janaha. Those who know the truth about Brahma's day and night understand that his day lasts for 1,000 cycles of the 4 yugas, and that his night is also of the same duration. Avyaktad vyaktyah sarvaha prabhavante ahar agame ratre agame pradiyante tatra avyavyakta sanjake. All jivas manifest from the unmanifest cause at the beginning of Brahma's day and become merged into the same unmanifest cause upon the arrival of his night. Bhutagramah sa evayam bhutva bhutva praniyate ratre agame avasha partha prabhavate aharagame. O Partha, that very host of jivas, both moving and non-moving, who come into being at the approach of Brahma's day, are again helplessly dissolved on the arrival of his night. They repeatedly manifest at the approach of Brahma's day under the strict law of karma. Paratasmatu bhavayvanyo avyakto avyaktat sanatanaha yaha sa sarveshu bhuteshu nachayastu suna vinashayati. Yet, superior to that unmanifest state, there exists another unmanifest nature, which is eternal and wonderful, and which is not destroyed, even at the time of great dissolution, when all of this world is annihilated. Avyaktaro aksharo iti yukta tam ahayu paramam gati yam prapya na nirvantante tadham paramam mamam. That eternal unmanifest nature is known as Akshar and is the supreme destination. Having attained that dham, they never return to this world. It is my eternal abode and my eternal nature. Purushaha sa paraha partha bhaktya labhyastu ananyaya yasya antah sthani bhutani yena sarvam idam tatam. O Partha, I am that supreme person in whom all beings are situated, and by whom, as Antaryami, this whole world is pervaded. I am attained only by Ananya Bhakti. Yatra kale tav anavrittim avritin chaiva yoginaha parayatva yanti tam kalam vakshayami bharatarshabha. O best of the Bharatas, I shall now explain the different paths protected by the presiding devas of time, by which yogis who pass away from this world either come back again or do not return. Agni jyotir aha shuklaha shanmasa uttarayanam tatra prayata gachanti brahma vido janaha. Those who know Brahm and who depart from this world during the influence of the presiding devas of fire, the light, auspicious days, the fortnight of the waxing moon, and the 6 months of the sun's northern course, attain Brahm. Dhumo ratris tatha krishnaha sanmasa dakshinayanam tatra chandramasam jyoti yogi prapya nivartate. The karma yogi who departs by the path of the devas, who preside over the times of smoke, the night, Krishna Paksha, the dark half of the month, and the 6 months of the sun's southern course, attains Swarga. After enjoying celestial pleasures there, he again returns to this material world. Shukla Krishne gati hiyete jagataha shashvate mate ekya yatya anavritim anyaya vartate punaha. In departing from this world, only 2 paths, Shukla and Krishna, are considered to be eternal. Passing through Shukla Paksha, the bright path, one attains moksha, and by passing through Krishna Paksha, the dark path, one returns to this world. Nete sriti partha janan yogi muhyati karsachan tasma sarveshu kaleshu yoga yukto bhavarjuna. O Partha, the bhakti yogis who have perfect knowledge of these 2 paths are never bewildered. Therefore, O Arjun, be always fixed in yoga. Vedeshu yagyeshu tapasu chaiva daneshu yat punya phalam pratishthritam atyeti tat sarvam idam viditva yogi param sthanam upeti chadayam. A bhakti yogi surpasses all the pious results of studying the Vedas and of performing yajna, tapasya, dan, karma, and so on. Acquiring the knowledge which I have spoken to you, he attains the supreme transcendental abode. Iti Srimad-Bhagavad-Gitasu Upanishadsu Brahma-Vidyayam Yoga-Shastre Shri Krishna-Arjun Samvade Tarak Brahma Yogo Namo Adhyaya.